Hello guys, this particular video is very much important for you if you are in the first year of your college or in the second year of your college or if you are in the third year of your college. This one video is just to share out my experiences and learnings whatsoever I have made. Believe me, this one video is very much helpful for you, or I guess I am making this particular video as a complete gold mine for you all. This is not scripted and this is not just anything random over internet. This is very much pre-planned. I have prepared the every single thing taking some time. So starting my journey, I have started my B.TECH in 2023. I have written here that I have been a very introvert guy. I have been very much shy. I have not been having very much proper friends for myself and all these things. I can also say I was not properly directioned the way I should have been directioned. I should have been directioned to do the right things. I should have been other rather be having the good friends, but let's just leave it all. In this particular video, I'm going to tell that how particular guy has changed a lot. Actually, a lot means actually a lot. So let me start my journey. I have prepared a very well timeline that will not only tell you about me myself, that will tell you that what can be the right way, what can be the right way to live your B.TECH life, so that once after your time passes by, you will be enjoying out. At least you will be having the track of the path that you are paving for yourself. So let's without any wait, let's just start this particular session, or rather experience a roller coaster journey. So on 8th October 2023 was my first day. Before that particular day, I clicked a particular photo with my parents, but here it is the selfie with my new mobile. I clicked it on 8th 7th or something like that. My mother asked me that you are going this at this particular 300 kilometers away from me, how will you live there? I means the things that a particular Indian mother asks actually. I said, let's be it a complete spontaneous journey. Whatsoever happens, I will be always there to tell you. I will always be there. Like, the things that I'm remembering, it's all the things I'm saying. The way I have been reformed, the way I have been transformed will not be only visible in the way I speak, it will also be visible the way in the way I think. So let's just move on. In the very first timeline, in the very first step of timeline actually. So on 8th October 2023, I just entered into the college. I got the admission into the college. That particular process was very cumbersome for me. On the very first day, I will share something like the real story. I might have written it also. I will be just sharing it. On the very first day, once after the rooms were allocated to me, I was allocated room number 361 in my, that is obviously a prime number, I guess. 361. Let's just not discuss it. I just got room number 361, okay. And at the very first day, I was very much determined. I was very much determined that what must be the right way to live out my life now, because I was not having any more friends with me. Literally no friends, completely. Just I was having, since my room was double sitter, I was having another roommate. Okay, and that particular thing is where it makes the journey roller coaster. I At the very first day, I prepared my notebook. I wrote what to just to do the things. I was known to this particular thing like this. I have already prepared here. This is how I prepare my every single day, that how it should be going, and it has been more than, I will say, 2 to 6 years at least of me preparing this particular thing. This one diary is not enough. I have prepared a lot, many times, on different notebooks, diaries, whatsoever I was having in my hand. So on the very first day, I prepared out, and in the night, I struggled a lot. I struggled a lot because I was just sitting out. I was just standing, like I was sitting out on the table. I was studying out. I was learning out new things, and a bunch, or rather a group of students came to me, like they completely encircled me. They encircled me in this particular way. They said that, why are you doing this all particular things? You should must enjoy out. It's your first day. What are you doing? I said, what I do is what I enjoy. This has been one of the perfect thing that I have chosen for myself, because I said that I enjoy learning out things. Whatsoever I was learning aptitude, I was learning discrete mathematics. It's all what I enjoy. And that was the one of the biggest problem I faced for the whole complete year 2023 to July 2024. My room was a complete nightmare for me. Nightmare means literally nightmare. In that two-seater room I was having 20 people nearly. I will say that the maximum number, rather minimizing it, I will say that at least I was having 10 people in my room alone. They were coming out, they were pulling out the doors, they were going out, and all this thing. But it all happened with me in the very first year. But it helped me, it disturbed me, it helped me, it did every single thing that it could have been done at that particular time. I some of the times I wept, some of the times I mailed to myself that, guy, you will have to face all this particular thing, you will have to be strong. But one thing that I always did was study, and second thing that I always did was the exercise. Exercise has been one of the lifesaver for me. I did every single day, I enjoyed doing exercise. At the very first I started with applications like home workout applications, where you are suggested to do workouts and all the things. But at the very same time, after this all happened, there are some days when I remember that they were coming out in my room at 12 a.m. when I was sleeping out. They, some of the times, they like came and turned on the lights and did whatsoever they can do so that I can get disturbed. I say they get disturbed because they actually disturbed me a lot. But rather than weeping, rather than just remembering out these things, it's not worthy. It's not worthy in all the sense, because this is what I actually saw in the very first year. Okay. But there were some of the learnings that I made from this particular thing. The very first learning was that your environment matters a lot. Environment matters a lot, that how you are having environment. If you are not having the right environment, be alone. Alone means be solitude. Have right things in your life, because if you are not having right things in your life, you will always be moving, you will always be heading in the wrong direction, believe me. And the third thing that is very much important, if you are not having all these two things, you want to learn, you want to improve yourself from the very first guy. Like the first year you are just entering into the college, you must always have, you should always surround yourself with right books. You should be having right goals and all these things. This actually matter a lot, because if you are not having, I will say, for me as a guy, if I was not having the right things, like for me, from before JE Advanced I guess 18th June 2023 was the day when I was supposed to give the JE Advanced. And in May only, on the very first May, I started preparing for GATE. I started preparing for GATE. I started learning the subjects, and whatsoever I was learning, I was feeling that this actually is very much what it excites me. It lets me be very happy, because the syllabus in GATE is all about studying out a lot many things about computer organization, is studying about computer networks and hacking. All those things are just what mesmerized me a lot. But as a guy, since I have been in the dilemma from the very beginning, because the circle that was bad made me bad. Let me decrease some sort of size. Bad. And the circle that was good is what I did not found for myself. I did not found it for myself. Okay, I did not found it. So no problem. If you as a guy are not having the right people around you, and most of the times if you're not in the good college, you will be always experiencing this particular thing. Don't worry, there is an ultimate solution. I have already said about it. The ultimate solution is to have the highest level of goal, have the highest level of goal that completely like takes every single thing from you. Every single thing whatsoever you are having, every single thing, you are just completely absorbed by your goal. That's very important thing. That's what I learned, and that is where I practiced a lot, I learned a lot, and that was what it all helped me to survive in that tough situation. This is 5 August 2020, I guess 2025. I have written when I was in the, like, let me zoom it out something. When I was in the, I don't, when I was in the older hostel, it's the way how I wrote at that particular time. Older hostel, no scrolling, but now it has been an integral part. Avoid us, it means, what I mean is that when I was in that particular hostel, I was not scrolling out and all these things what I have written. But now since I am scrolling, once after I change my hostel, that's all about that. I practiced a lot many times the journals, what I prepared for myself. I also monitored my financial status, that how do I invest every single penny. I also took some challenges about 30-day challenge, that you have to do this thing, and you will have to tick out the things. Every single thing what I can do, I did. And I feel this is what it enriched me a lot. It gave me a lot much of my experience. This is one of the photo that I have taken from my hostel. It was my hostel, white painted, and a guy in the red color. Okay, this is one of the picture I have taken in the train, and there are a lot many stories related to the train. Let me tell you. I will also tell something, some lessons for train. When I started first, one thing, like as a human, nature has never ever given us that particular ability, we call it, to prove ourselves, or to actually to prove ourselves in uncertain situations. Like whenever uncertain situations come to ourselves, we say that अरे भाई ये कैसे हो गया यार, इसके लिए तो मैं तैयार ही नहीं था, इसके लिए कैसे मैं फेस करूंगा इसके. दिस इज वन ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग. लाइक what I mean is that when you have something uncertain in your life, you feel कि मेरे साथ क्या होगा, what will happen with me. And that is what I have felt a lot many times. Like there are some days when I booked the ticket. My first experience was very much night, like it was very much funny. I was supposed to book ticket at 3 p.m. Okay, and obviously PM suggests what the time should be, but I booked the ticket for 3 a.m. Okay, 3 p.m. was the time I choose. I actually chose because I guess 9 to 12 was my examination, so that I can take the train and reach to my home. But I booked the ticket on the very same day, like 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. Okay, I booked a ticket on 3 a.m. The ticket was somewhere around 515 rupees. That all money just went into the train where no one was sitting. That was very much astounding for me myself. I felt that मेरे पापा का पैसा बर्बाद हो रहा है and all these things. But now when I remember this thing, I tell that yes, this was also very much important, because for me as a guy, I have learned a lot many things, not alone from studying, learning, and all these things. I have learned a lot many things from my experience, that what is bad, what is good. Having good friends is important for us actually or not. That is why I focus a lot on having a good friendship, or if you are not having good friendship, have a good circle. Like Acharya Prashant says, और दिस इज वन ऑफ द ब्रिलियंट सेइंग कि अच्छी संगति का अपना मजा है. मीन्स देयर इज a very much benefit of having good people around you. But if you're not having, don't be sad. Apni sangati means when you encircle yourself, that's that's very much that's very much helpful. That's completely beneficial, as much as if you are having someone else in your life. So here is one of the thing I mailed to myself. Like you can see, it is of 2024 when I was in the hostel only. This is Sudhanshu Pandey, and from 23 May to 30 June I did stay at home, and I did not study in the proper way, and an extensive load has been there on my head. Like when since most of the times when I, like here I have already told, spoken about it, that whenever leaving out my college, I was reaching out to my home. Most of the times what was happening is that I was enjoying out here with my younger brothers. I was cycling a lot, I was walking a lot, I was moving a lot, I was playing a lot. Study was where I was missing out. I was some of the times I was sleeping a lot. And this is how it goes. And believe me, if you are a first year student, if you go to your home, and in the first or second attempt, when you go to your home in the first or second attempt, don't expect yourself to do what things. If you have chosen something right for yourself in the hostel, if you are doing it, don't think yourself that you will be doing the same thing at your home. In the first or second attempt, you might not settle yourself for doing the right things. But I will come back here. Just let me remember out this particular thing. I will come back here, that what's the real status in 2026 now. It's the story of 2023 2024. So 2026 I will come back here. Just I should be reminded about this particular thing. Okay, so this is how the journey started, and a lot many things happened in the very first time. So it is about 11th January 2024. I have written here that lesson from the workshop. You know why I have written it. I have written it because one of the brilliant lesson that I have learned, and that's very much important for you. Believe me, that's very much important for you. What I have learned is now, it's very popular, but as a guy, what I have learned, I have already said that it's all because of my experience. It's all because what I have experienced in the real time. So the lesson from workshop that I learned. But first tell me what actually happened at the workshop. Like there was a room. Okay, there were some benches. There was a teacher, he was conducting practical examinations, and I was in the another workshop room. Okay, I came, teacher told me, the teacher from other room told me that this is the copy practical file of students. Tell the students of your class who are sitting here to get their files since it has been already checked. That time, believe me, I will not hide any single thing. I believe that I am a very intelligent guy. I have scored a lot many marks in my semester examinations. I should just go and simply call them, but I said that bhai, तुम सबका फाइल चेक हो चुका है, मीन्स ब्रदर ऑल योर फाइल्स हैव बीन चेक्ड, जस्ट कम एंड टेक आई फ्रॉम हियर ओनली, फ्रॉम द डोर ओनली. Teacher told me, oi, come here, what are you doing? I was silent since I knew that what I have done is completely wrong even in my eyes. Then why not it should be wrong in another eye, anyone else eyes? I was scolded by him. I will tell you the lesson, but in that particular moment also in my mind it was running that why not some students stand and tell something for me that array he is a good guy. But at that particular time I learned the lesson that if you are a human, you are having hairs, you are having an eye, you are having a nose, you are having a mouth. Okay, here you are not having that tag what actually means. Let me zoom it out something. When you zoom it out, it's not about ki ye, like this guy is very intelligent, don't scold him, don't yell on him, all this thing. What I learned here from that, there only was this particular thing that even if you score good, even if you are performing good in your life, even if you are doing the right things, that does not mean you are supposed to avoid the right rules. You are not supposed to avoid any single thing that is under the decorum, that is under the rules. That is what important lesson is all about. Okay, now let me move to, I have not, yes, 28th February 2024. You know what happened on that day? On 28th February 2024 we were having like this, our practical labs. There were some equipments here. A group of students was doing, after the experiments were done, viva was done, there were some sort of like benches here, and here new sort of borosill classes that were to be used for practicals were kept. Teacher gave us to take tea, like I don't know why they did give us tea, but like the teacher who was here in the lab gave us to take the tea. At that particular time, I just, me and a friend with me, not a friend, rather the one who was just giving me support to do the practicals in the right way, told, like I told him that let us take that borosil class in our bags and just move to the hostel. Okay, I was there was a continuous some sort of contradiction running in my mind, that what am I doing. But I when I remember this particular thing in my diary, I have written that at that day I was caught in my eyes, I was caught, like I will say, stealing out. I have written in my diary, stealing out borosil class. That should not have been done, that should not have been done. This is what I have learned at that day. And the learning from this particular thing is very important. Okay, the learning from this particular thing is very important. What I learned is very powerful, that what you feel is not always right, is not always right. Because to make the right decisions, you must be the right person, you must be the right man who chooses the right things, not what he feels to do or what he feels that might be right for him. Okay, this is one of the important lesson. That is what I have learned, I have covered here. And here I have written that in May 2024 only I prepared habit sheets, which I have already shared to you, that I have prepared habit sheets. Here are the habit sheets, where I have written, where it is written that which targets I am supposed to do, what I am supposed to do for 30 days, all these things what I have compiled up. I have done every single thing about this particular thing to stay consistent. Any sort of experiment that I could have done, I have done, I have learned, I have experienced, and that is how it has been for me. Okay, so here I have already messaged out, I have shown you about the message. The message was 25/6. Okay, 6 month is January, February, March, April, May, June only. Okay, and here I have written 24 study, 24 June no study. So when on 25th of June 25th of June I came to my hostel at that particular time I emailed myself that the life is not going right, because what I feel is right for me is not getting done in the right way. For me, the study was important at that time. Also, my semester examinations, since I was in the first year, I was prioritizing it out also, because for me it was important at least to score better marks. That was very much important for me. And not only semester was important for me, multiple things, like for me it was important for me, doing exercise very important, having better sleep, better health, all these things were important. But semester examinations were having topmost priority at that particular time. So that is why I have written no study at home. That in turn builds, like built pressure for the examinations, because I was not studied with any particular thing, means I was not just slipping out. At least what I was supposed to do, I was supposed to do revision for some subjects. I have not done that particular thing. That is why I have written that no study at home, which in turn built pressures for preparation. That is how it has been. And one of the days which I remember a lot, 11 September 2024, when I lost my grandfather. I was at my uncle's home. I was at the very top. I was at the very top of the roof. I was sitting at this particular corner. I was remembering about the life, that how life has been. I was not known actually about his death, actually how he has been, since he was already, I was already known that he is in the hospital, but I was not known about this particular thing. Ki what will, means let me elaborate it. Actually, I was here and I was thinking about ki kya, what should be my goals, what should be the right path to live the life, else every single thing. From the very first day there was something running in my mind, that if I am a human, is it important for me to just cross the limits? If cross limits, and how, if there can be some practical way to cross the limits, like this is some sort of border, how can I put my legs outside of this particular border? This thing has been continuously running in my mind. Suddenly one of my younger sister came out and she told to me that brother, means our grandfather is no more. I came out from stairs and they all just entered into in their room, but I was at the very same floor, but I was just sitting out. And I was remembering out my old dreams have been shattered and all these things. Shattered means he has supposed, or he has actually aimed that I will be reaching out at, I will be discussing about it, I will be reaching out at some label, I will be performing out better in my life, I will be doing this particular things. That's why that was a nonsense at that time, because I will be telling why, because a guy has been evolved, already I have told. So but at that time it felt right to me. We just took out a van and ran in all way, so that we can see him. All the rituals were performed at that time whatsoever it was necessary for us to perform. So one of his dream was to see, I have already discussed, dream was to see us as epitome zenith. Okay, I have used these words because I am practicing out word, learning out new words. That is why I have used them. Zenith, epitome, top. His aim was this particular thing. Although in some aspect of life or some parts of life he has also demotivated us, ki you will not be able to do anything. But let's not that be, because in this journey we are covering out our B.TECH. When it will come to cover about me from very beginning of my life, from my birth to the B.TECH life, I will also cover it. But in this journey I saw him that he has always addressed us, he has always motivated us, he has always told us to live the path, to live the right, actually to live the life in the right way. Okay, and this is one of the, this journey was going like this is one of the roller coaster of this particular journey. 22 December 2024, I messaged a girl on Instagram. Okay, whether she loves me or not, that love was not the main target. I'm not hiding anything. That love was not the main target. Since it has been somewhere around 4 to 5 years of me seeing her, looking at her. Even I was not known that whether she loves me, whether she actually praises me, whether she actually knows about me or not. That all confusions just piled up, masked up, or was hoarded, and that all was bombarded into her chats. I said that does she know me? That actually does she know me? That I have been here, I have been there. I also sent some pictures, but that innocence was all, like I sent some sort of picture that was not supposed to be sent. Not any bad photo. It was just a photo that was not supposed to be sent actually. But at that particular time I remembered that she said, no, no, I don't remember you, I don't know you, although I don't, means all these things. At that particular time, after that what all happened, I just forgot her means I don't forgot her name, her identity. But I lesson, but I will share the lesson to you. The main important thing is that the lesson what I learned from there is that you as a person, as a human, will be always attracted toward a girl. That's the natural process. Okay, that's the natural process. You cannot suppose yourself to be like a sigma male who has nothing to do with the girl, and if you are that particular way, you are living that particular your life in that particular way, believe me, it's very much sad for you. It's very much sad for you. That is what I did not learn at that particular time, but I now experience out this particular thing. At that particular time, I was like, I messaged her. At least, what main important is, our time gets wasted in just looking out, peeping out ki what she should be doing, to whom is she chatting, how is she moving, how is she walking. She is also human, my dear friend. She will walk in the very same way you walk. She will eat in the very same way you eat. She will do every single thing in the way you do. She is not an alien, or rather a zombie, believe me. She is also a human, human. The lesson is that if you are having some sort of doubt, clear it. Clear it, because clearing doubt is much better, much better than being in the stress, or preparing out the shadow dreams that you sleep, that you prepare, that we will be having a castle for ourselves, we will be married, we will be having some children, we will be living the life in that particular way. That's completely not right way, believe me. And the second thing that I learned, very much important, was that rather than, like, if you are having someone in your life, sharing out is very much important. Sharing out very much important. They can be anyone. Like for me, I messaged her. I asked her that whether she, I did not ask that I love you, I did not message anything like that. I messaged that, do you know me? Means the main important thing is sharing, and the way to share the message must be a right way. You should not be like a go there and you should write good night. Next day, when we will wake up, we will be having a right fight. That's not the right way. Ask. Ask directly the right question that you want to ask. Ask directly. Directly you can ask. Okay. That is the main thing I did. For that particular thing, I prayed myself that I have not been indulged in, like, I ask ki Are kya karogi kaise and all these things. No. I simply asked her that what can be the right path, and in that particular right path I asked. November 2025, this was a time when I was getting very close to one of my examinations. I will be sharing about it. My biggest problem, which I encountered, which I observed, is that I make goals, but I do not complete them on time. Like when I prepare goals to complete them in 10 to 15 days, I take somewhere around 20 to 25 days. This has been one of the things about which I am also continuously working in this present time. Present time, actually. This is what I wanted to tell. But for me, I will be just covering out that particular image. For me, the biggest change, the biggest change of my life, I will tell. The biggest change was 18th November 2025. I have been a student of Acharya Prasant on YouTube from a lot many times. I have seen his videos just to gain knowledge, just to learn the new aspects, to just to learn the new perspective about the life. But I just subscribed to his Gita sessions. This has been a game changer for me, believe me. Here is my profile. It's just a 3 months old profile. Now I am 6 month to 7 month old student of his. I just pay some sort of amount. I have already written here. Every single thing was needed to be written. You must have a profile picture. You must have a proper name. You must have every single thing. My community English. This is thing. But at that particular time, I learned a lot many things. A lot many things. A lot many things. This is one of the important thing. I will also come to it. I learned a lot many things. Let me first cover some sort of aspects that I could cover. So, 18 November 2025, I started my that I will also share that how he has changed me. But 23 June 2025, I started doing exercise, and 23 June 2023, sorry, 23 June 2025 means 2 years of exercise has been done by me continuously means not every single day and night. Continuously means with a regular pattern. This was one of photo clicked on October 2025, and this is one of the recent photo. Look how actually you transform yourself, the confidence at your face, the overall structure. This is a middle picture. This shows transformation. You can ignore out the face. I have clicked it just some sort of randomly. You can see how the body transform, how the hands and every single thing transform, and this transformation is what I love. As a human, we are here to transform ourselves. Either it is physically, it is mentally, any single way you love, you should transform yourself. That's the thing. That's the only thing that I want to share. That is very much important. ठीक है. Here, December 1st January, since I have already written sad and bad days, you know why? Because my examination, GATE examination was very much near, and at that particular time, I was having very much stress over myself. I was not finding out the right way to study because I was having some sort of syllabus to revise. I was having some sort of subjects to complete, not complete subjects, some sort of topics were left. I just was completely buffled out. I was not properly remembering how to do the right things. I was either sleeping or I was playing games. I was just some sort of passing the time. At that time I started my YouTube channel, this particular channel only, on which this video is going to be uploaded. I randomly uploaded some sort of videos that could at least tell me that you have come so far, either in terms of exercise, either in terms of practicing out new things, either in terms of learning out new things. But this is nothing, just a way to nourish your ego only. This is just a way to nourish your ego. If you are doing something right, do it. Don't never ever expect that you will be having right results for itself. This all comes from that story what I have said about workshop. Don't expect anyone to claim, don't expect anyone that they will come in your life and will tell you love you for your hard efforts, love you for your good things that you are doing. I do not wait for anyone, I do not worry about anyone. I know this is right for me any day. Even if the day is bad, I will do that right thing. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. I did, at least I did, that were sad and bad days, but even if for 1 or 2 hours I studied, I did things. But I started my YouTube channel, uploaded my video. I still remember the very first comment. That first comment was about ki if you continue your channel for 1 to 2 months, 3 months, you will be having good amount of subscribers and all these things. But I do not care about it anyway, because I just document myself. I just upload what I should be uploading. So here comes the actual day, 8th February 2026. We were I along with my friend. I should have gone alone, but at that time I was not that much efficient enough to learn out things. I was waiting for some sort of certainty to happen, and it happened. A student of my college, my class actually, was there, who helped me, who told me that I will be going out with you, you should be going out with me. So this was a mutual relationship, that yes, I will be going with you and you will be going me with me, means that you understand. So at that day I went, and one of the thing I observed there, like I was not carrying out mobile. I do not carry out mobile most of the times when there is something uncertain to happen, either in terms of to observe new things, either in terms to, because one of the important thing is that if you are observing something and you listen out the sound of your mobile, that completely dismantles out every single experience. That is why I do not want to experience it. So what happened at that day was like we were supposed to go, that was very much crowded area, okay. And I left out. My examination was somewhere around 2 p.m., okay. And I left my hostel at 1 p.m., okay, 1 p.m. or something like 12:30. So at 1 p.m. I reached, not at that particular destination where my examination was to be organized, but some at different locations. From there we will have to go there. I reached there, but I was not having mobile. I was not finding out that particular friend also. At that time I was worried that अब क्या होगा, कैसे हम जा पाएंगे, क्या कर पाएंगे. So I found out a security guard was there. Security guard was there who helped me. I asked him that, will I get your mobile phone so that I can call to him, I can ask to him that where is he or what is it actual location, so that I either he can come to me or I can come to him. He helped me. I remember his name. His name was, I guess his name was Ramlal. He helped me. He was a security guard. He helped me a lot, and that is why it is important for me. Any single person who helps me, at least I am very much grateful to him. I pay. So sorry for the interruption in between. I was like not here. Some of friends came to meet me. Friends in the sense of my classmates actually. So this is important for me. Being grateful is very much important for you. You should remember all the person who have helped you in any single way. Any single way means any single way. That's very much important, okay. So here comes the result of my examination that I gave. It was 5159 rank, and this was very much important for me, believe me. I have obtained 15735 something like that, 1,75,300 right is rank, all India rank, okay. AIR all India rank in JEE, ठीक है. In the very first attempt I got somewhere around 9 percentile, I remember, or something 41 percentile. But this is from where I came here. That is why for me it is very much important. Like, at least the hard work paves the path in the right direction. It does not matter that what you get for it, but it is very much important for you to at least move in the right path, in the right way. This is very much important, and that is how it has been. Now, I was having a plan already just to do. It's not the actual plan. It's the plan to just make myself a financially stable in that particular way, so that I cannot consume the whole planet. I can just sustain my livelihood, so that I cannot get any health repercussions, so that I can just use myself at the maximum level. I can just put up myself at the highest level where I can reach. I can just pave the right path for myself. So 9th February was the day when I started putting YouTube videos. My maternal uncle was telling that you should take some rest of some few days, 2 to 3 days rest. Why are you getting? On 8th February also I uploaded the videos. I was not worried about what will happen. I uploaded on the video after examinations. I was happy that examination went well. So I uploaded 4 plus video every single day. I started learning Spanish. So, and I was also attending every single day the sessions of Acharya Prasad. Believe me, for me, I don't know about you until and unless you try. For me, this has been one of the life changer, one of the life changer thing for me. It has changed my whole life. The way I see either outside or the inside, every single thing. To limit, to continuously challenge my limits, to continuously grow, to continuously, because to grow you need some sort of resources, and that particular resource is AP books, AP sessions. It's completely power packed. Some of the examples that I'm giving, it might sound very much similar to what Acharya Prasad gives, because he has been in my life from past 6 to 7 months. I continuously listen him every single day. I learn him. I follow the path that he tells for me. And you will still that he is having blind faith in himself? No. Even a teacher himself, he says that you must question every single thing. You must question every single thing, and he does not tell you in that particular way. In between the sessions he tell that question yourself? No, he tells that whatever you are doing, do. If you are getting something right, that's fine. If you're not getting something right of that particular thing, leave it, move to the another thing. That's the path. Because you are the exact same guy who has been doing the wrong things, then how you can expect from yourself that you will be doing the right things in the right direction? Things can go wrong. Don't worry, you are on the right path. That is what it matters. And I'm not any sort of advertiser, or I'm not sponsoring out any single thing. I cannot sponsor out the right things, because right things have been before, even before of my birth. So that's not the way. What I have learned is all I am sharing about. It's not about anything thing other. He has helped me a lot. He has at least helped me to share out this particular images, share out my things, what I have learned, share out my experiences, which I have never supposed out to do. So what else to think about it? He has told me to learn new things like lawn tennis, badminton, swimming, and all these things, to just explore out every single thing. And sharing out you an incident, like a day I missed out my train. I was supposed to be worry at that time. I did not worry about. I created a video. I said that this is what it happens. In the second time also, my train again, the first train, and I tried to catch it back again. At that time also, I was not able to catch it. I was just some sort of away of it. And that time also I was very much chill. I was not having ki nahi ab problem mein phasenge. No, at least for the uncertainty part, I was very much sure that things are certain in the sense ki nothing is going to happen, like you will die, you will be killed out in that particular way. Okay. After that, since the rank was not very much fine, for I have started the gate preparation again, and I'm going on in this particular direction. This is how it has been the journey for me till now. And this is one of the very recent photo. It is of 21st May, I remember, 2025, 2026 actually. I have clicked this particular image. This is very much important. So from this journey, I will be just telling you that the very important learning is consistency is important. Either if you are in the wrong direction, if you are in the right direction, anywhere wherever you are consistent, the things would just be your second behavior. You cannot do anything else in that particular direction. So try to be in the right direction and be consistent in the right path. That is very much important. Like you tell, most of the people are addicted to some bad things. They are addicted because they have gone on the wrong path, and they have done it consistently. That is why they are not known to this particular thing. Even if you do wrong, if you are doing with consistency, you will see the results. You will see the results, even if that result might not sound very much right for you, but you will it will be very much right for you to understand. That is why it is important to understand that you must do right, and you must not do right only. You must do right every single day, consistently. Every single day there would be challenge, there would be efforts. Don't worry, do it, because that is how I have learned, that is how I have understood out the periphery, the path of the life. Here the second lesson that I have like 6 months have been already on this his application. Always have someone better in your life that is doing, if you're doing x amount of work, he is doing 100x, or at least if not 100x, he is doing 10x amount of work, so that he can tell you that there can be some another way, there can be some another methodology to live the life. So for me there are two-person other than that of my parents. The first one is my Amit Khurana sir, who teaches me for the great. I am very much thankful to him. He has made me feel completely happy for the things I study, for the things I learn, anything. And the second, my lifelong teacher, is Acharya Prasant. I will be continuously learning out from him, either in terms of to gain knowledge, either in terms to understand the things, every single thing. And the counselor that I have been provided out by him, Harshit ji, I am also very much fortunate to have him, because he calls me, he asks me that how am I progressing, either in terms of my physical, either in terms of my mental, every single level, every single stage he asks me, and I'm very much grateful, very much happy for him. Okay, one of my biggest problem till now I have seen is not having money. So I have started educational channel, it has been more than 2 years, but still now it has not been monetized. It is having 942 subscribers in the very present time. So this is how it is going. So for me the biggest problem is money, and I do not want that in my hands the money should be somewhere around 100 and 100 of lakhs. No, for me 5 to 10,000 is enough. Enough at least to live, to eat better. For me it is enough in college life. That's enough for me. That's completely enough for me. That's enough. And the things to change is my diet. I have already said it is directly proportional to the money you have, and not infinite amount of money. 5 to 10k is enough altogether. That is what is the learning for first, second, third year students. Do something, fix out your diet part. That's very much important, because if you're not gonna fix out the diet part, it will play the game once after you reach out above your 30. Like when you will reach in 35, 36 year old, you will see the effect of the repercussions of not maintaining the good health. That is why stop sleeping after taking the food. Do something, right? Do exercise, do work out, to learn new things. Just completely keep your body in the right direction, because if you are keeping your body in the right direction, you will never get any sort of mental problems, you will never get any sort of anxiety, depression, and all these things. And the second important things is the people to change around me. This is not about that change my surrounding. I am fortunate to have some great people, some great friends, some great sisters, some great brothers around me. I am very much happy for them, every single to whom I talk, to whom I share out my things. Even if they are benefited out 1% of mine, I'm happy. People around me means the ones who are doing the things without even knowing that this must be done or must not be done. They are just doing out, closing their eyes. That is what I want to change, because this is what I have done when I was in class 9th or 10th, doing every single thing without even knowing that what would be the repercussion, or what would be the curse or boon actually means, what I will be getting out of that particular, like, result is very much important. So most of the people do not worry about result. They have completely shattered out the planet, they have completely destroyed out the animals. Most of the animals, the species are getting lost, and all these things. The third thing, diet and money, are very much important for me. And gym, till now it has been more than 4 years of me of doing exercise, but I do home workout. Home workout is what I do, and home workout has helped me a lot. It has helped me at that particular like extent, that now currently I feel that anything can be done, anything that can be done with the consistency. And that is what I do want to say to you, first or second year student or third year student, or anyone in the life, that consistency is important. Because a guy who has developed his shoulders, who has developed his hand, who has developed his forearms, who has developed six pack abs, enough. That's completely happy. That's completely what it makes me feel, very much happy for myself, and will also make you feel happy. That's very much important. And continuously I do want to learn new languages. It's not about ki I will be using them when I will be moving out in Spain, or I will be moving in the Italy. That is not the thing. The thing is that learn new languages, that helps to understand about overall aspect of the language. That is why, like, practicing out Spanish, I will say mi aprendiendo español. And mi español es un poco malo, my Spanish is bad. Yo soy Sudhanshu, I am Sudhanshu. Something like that I can say in this particular way. Oye, nosotros, like this I am trying to, but I am practicing out. I have not been very much fine in this. So here I have said something. I will be just going out here. June wala part. Here first year. I don't remember it. First year. I don't actually remember it. First second year. And let's just leave it. The most important thing, the most important thing is to continuously also focus for your examinations. And to focus for your examination, if you will tell, I will prepare some sort of videos that will help you a lot to prepare for the semester examinations. Even in a day or two you can prepare at that level where you can write out the things in the right way and you can score out the good marks for yourself. That's very much important. So one of the greatest throwback in my life I have seen that pushed me out to go for the better diet was this. It was 27th of October 2025. I was fainted and I was hurted like my complete. I don't know what to speak in English. This particular part of my face was hurted and blood was coming out of it. I got some sort of 7 to 8 stitches for this particular thing. Okay, or sutures. That's the word I have learned there. So I learned a lot many things from there. When I was unconscious. When I got my consciousness. I came to learn about ki there is body has only meaning only if you are alive. If you are not alive, there is no meaning of this body. That is why it is very much important to do. Until and unless you are alive, keep your body in the way so that it can help you. It can help you reach your goals. It can help you achieve the things that you actually want for yourself. And as a student, it's very much important for you to keep your body in the right path. You must not take a lot many junk food, pizza, chowmin. Actually, that's very much important. Maggie and all these things. Like for me, it has been more than 2 to 3 or say I will 4 years of me since the last time I took Maggie, chowmin, and all these things. Pizza is the thing I have not even. I have tried only once, only once. I do not count out the numbers that nahi abhi ek hua hai. It has been only single burger only once. That's not motivating. That's not fascinating. This is what I tell ki these are bad things, and bad things must not be experienced any single time. Any single time. Learn about them, understand about them, and just don't try them. That is enough. So once after I was well, at least well enough to understand, well enough to write, well enough to do the things. I wrote my first book. It has been completed. This is about the chores, the clear helper of the time. I have written this book. When you will tell me, when you will be ready, I will publish this particular book. I will publish this book. I have written all the things that I have learned, not from this session. It has been already finished, and I am working on the second book, that is the fish. The means nothing, and the is an article. The fish means find your superpower here. So this is what it is all about me, and I will be coming out with a video where I will be sharing out key what are the goals, what are the goals of me of for my fourth year. Okay, for my fourth year, because it is my last year. Some sort of stress is what I build up on myself key will I be able to do something in the single year. But at that very time I tell that yes, something can be done, something can be done, and most of the things are to be done. And believe me, you are what you cultivate. Actually, what as a farmer, what you like, I will tell that what you harvest is the same thing that you will have to hold up, pile up, or amass or stock up. So that is very much important for you to, at least as a student, inculcate good habits in yourself. And that good habits might not give you result in a month or two. It might take some sort of years. Who worries about those? This particular thing, the path that you choose is very much important for you. That is what I want to tell. And since you are either my junior, senior, anybody, I don't know about you, I will just tell you to have a heart, a very big heart for the right things, for the right person in your life. And whatever that right person tells you, just close your eyes and ask yourself that it is actually very much important for me. And if it is important, just again close your eyes and jump into that particular thing and do it. Whatsoever does it take, just give yourself. That is what I wanted to tell. Enough. So that is what it is all about, my journey. I have learned a lot many things. I have practiced a lot many things. I have experienced a lot many things, and whatever I have had experience, I have shared in this particular video. This particular idea for this video was running in my mind continuously, was continuously juggling in my mind from past few many days. I prepared it. I don't know how it was actually, but for me it is very much fine, very much fine. Thank you a lot if you have watched the video till here. Thank you a lot.